you think that term comes from, redneck? When your people were out there working in the field too, you were poor white trash, and they never looked at you as acceptable to be part of their rich world. As a matter of fact, they'd probably rather have their daughter marry a really, really rich, dark motherfucker than some broke white person like you. And I was like, when you were out in the fields being an indentured servant back in the days, you wore a shirt and you struggled in the sun all day. And when you came home, you took your shirt off and your back was white and your neck was red. And where do you think that term comes from, redneck? It comes from, no, you're a poor white sharecropper. The white master, he doesn't have any redneck. He sits on the porch drinking lemonade all day or inside the big, big house in the plantation.
See, I don't know if you ever heard of this pseudoscience called eugenics. It's where one group of people thought that they could biologically breed a perfect race of people. And most people associate eugenics to people of color. They've sterilized women without their consent. They raped women because they thought they could breed out bloodlines. They created terms like biracial, mixed race, mixed mutt, and full-blooded. None of this shit exists biologically at all whatsoever. They made it up in their fucking heads, and they got us all fighting over it. But back to eugenics. See, it wasn't just people of color who were affected. It was also white people. Oh, you didn't know? Your white privilege only gets you so far? That they don't like you guys either? See, they would force sterilize white women who they deemed weren't up to their standards. If you were poor, if they deemed you to be unintelligent, if you had any mental or physical disabilities, hell, if they thought you were ugly, they were willing to sterilize you or breed you out of existence. Everybody thinks that white supremacy wants more white people. That's why they have abortion bans. But it's not. It's to control which white women can have children or not. It's also to create their new slave force. See, who do you think is going to do all their fucking work when we're all gone? Oh, you thought they were just going to let you chill out, hang out on your porch all day, drinking your beer? You didn't think you'd have to work or something? They're going to need people to work in those fields, right? They're going to need people to build houses, right? They're going to need people to work in all those jobs that none of you guys want to work in. And they're willing to do this because they've been doing it to you guys for thousands of years. Shit, y'all were doing this to each other for I don't know how fucking long before you then projected all your insecurities onto the rest of the fucking world. In case you ain't figured it out, they don't like you either. Your privilege may not make you the first in the genocide, but you will be part of the genocide. You'll just be last.